Good morning, Trojans. Today's date is October 29th, and it's a B-Day.
That's right, and the quote of the day is once again from Franklin D. Roosevelt, "When you reach the end of a rope, tie a knot and hang on."
Oh, good advice. If anyone is still thinking about joining the Ireland and Scotland trip, here's some good advice. You should attend, and it's not too late. You can still sign up for the trip until Halloween. They want to start their monthly meetings on the trip, and they want to see recruiting for the 2020 trip as well to Italy.
And auditions for the spring musical of Once Upon a Pea will be today and tomorrow after school in the choir room. Sign-ups are outside of E2, and this is a big cast, so there are plenty of spots left. Once Upon a Pea is a musical based off the classic fairy tale, The Princess and the Pea. And if you don't want to sing but you still want to participate, you can still audition. Just prepare a short monologue to perform, and we'll fit you in any way we can. That is today and tomorrow after school. Talk to Mr. Knox in E2 for more information.
This is a very important informational message from the girls soccer coach. Tryouts are starting today. Yes, winter sports are starting up. JV and varsity will try out on the soccer field today from 7 to 8:30. Varsity will be back on the field from 7 to 8:30 tomorrow. And on Thursday, JV will conclude their tryouts from 3:30 to 5.
And more sports tryouts coming up. Boys soccer will have tryouts at Petaluma Junior High School today, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3:30 to 5:30.
Speaking of sports, here's someone that's going to talk about them.
Touchdown, Trojans! A perfect moment of brilliance.
Thanks, guys. On Saturday afternoon, it was another all-time classic in the 2018 version of the Varsity Football Egg Bowl from Steve Ellison Field. Let's take a look at the highlights of the battle between Casa Grande and the Trojans. Casa charging out on the field, Petaluma in these new black uniforms, and it was a packed crowd, a beautiful afternoon. Let's get into the action, and it started great for Petaluma after Garrett Freitas picked off Casa's opening pass. Jack Hartman got the start for Petaluma at quarterback, and he took off down the field for 50 yards. He had a great game early, and Derek Pomey punched in the touchdown. That would be the only score, 7-0. Casa Grande had a nice drive, but the Petaluma defense stops the Gauchos right at the goal line. So it was 7-0 as we headed to the second quarter. How about the Petaluma defense's play in the first half? Connor Pedersen not fooled by the trickery, and then he bats that down. Casa Grande turns the ball over on downs, and the Petaluma offense would capitalize on their next drive. Colton Prieto had a terrific game as he dives into the end zone, and it would be 14-0, but a key late drive. With 1 minute left in the half, the Gauchos drive the length of the field, and Borsarge finds Nate Bussey, and it was 14-7. Start of the second half, and Colton Prieto kept on doing good things. He would score, but the Gauchos would respond as we headed to the fourth quarter, 21-14, but neither offense had any trouble in this game as Garrett Freitas scored, and it was 28-14. Alex Johnson would respond to the Gauchos as he took this one to the house, 28-21. He breaks a couple tackles to go into the end zone. This is a huge play here. Miscommunication by the Trojans. They fumble it, and the Gauchos would answer. Borsarge diving into the end zone. The Gauchos would go for two and take a 29-28 lead. 6 minutes left in this one, but Petaluma goes back to work. Prieto with the catch and run. He would finish with 175 yards on the ground. Then on fourth down, Powers with a man in his face finds Garrett Freitas for the first down. Freitas would finish with 136 yards. Another great day for the star senior quarterback. And with 1 minute left, Colton Prieto into the end zone, and the Trojans take the lead. They go for two, and Powers finds Nick Ayers, 36-29. Casa has 1 minute. Can they respond? And yes, they would. Jaden Borsarge using his legs. 30 seconds left from the 32, and Borsarge airs it out in the end zone. Carson Kerrigan, he's out of your picture, but he makes a spectacular catch. 30 seconds left. The Gauchos go for two. They take the lead, 37-36 to the light of the Casa Grande fans, and Petaluma would get the ball back with 30 seconds, but they cannot do anything with it. Last attempt here with Garrett Freitas, but he is brought down. The Gauchos win a final score, 37-36, as Casa Grande wins the Egg Bowl for the first time since 2011 and gets revenge from last year's loss. Heartbreaking loss for Petaluma. Offensively, they played brilliantly, but it was whoever had the ball last, and the Gauchos turned out being the victors. Nonetheless, the Trojans had a fantastic regular season, and they were rewarded by the NCS getting the 9th seed in NCS Division III. They will take on Encinal in Alameda on Saturday night in the first round of the NCS playoffs. Meanwhile, today, the undefeated girls varsity golf team heads back out on the course to Antioch to compete in the NCS Girls Golf Championships, while the girls varsity tennis team will finish its season today in the VVAL Championships. That is all for sports, and let's head back to the anchor desk.
Did you hear? I think that guy got some like plastic footballs thrown at him by Costa students or something like that.
Little birdie told me that.
Yeah, a real tragic game that was. Anyways, the fall production of the Cinderella Waltz will be performing soon. Tickets are available at the door for $5 if you're a student and $8 for general admission. And those nights are November 8th, 9th, and 10th, and November 15th, 16th, and 17th. Those are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, respectively. So make sure to go check it out. It is funny. It's good. Trust me, it's good.
Wow, you don't want to miss that. In 9th and 10th graders, you don't want to miss mountain biking. So please go to talk to Miss Ruzick and the counseling office ASAP. The team is organizing preseason, so don't miss out on this opportunity to sign up for this amazing team.
That's right. And the Feminist Club is meeting tomorrow at lunch in C17, so come and see what all the buzz is about. They also request that you save the bees and pick up your litter.
It's only Monday, but the PHS GSA is meeting this Friday in E5, and we'll be having a super fun meeting, so stop by.
And a little more about clubs. JSA is meeting today at lunch in E5, and they'll be discussing A5, and they'll be discussing finding an alternative energy use instead of using fossil fuels. So be sure to come check it out.
Oh, that sounds thrilling. You don't want to miss that. And this Wednesday is Halloween, and that means the museum management class will be out in full costume, showing people around the museum and handing out candy. If you have a little sibling or know someone who does, make sure to tell them all about it.
Hey seniors, we have a very important announcement for you. This Wednesday, Wednesday, November 7th is Cash for College Night for all seniors. This event starts at 6 p.m. in the PHS library and will allow seniors to get going on their FAFSA and California Dream applications.
Oh, I could need some help on that. And here's an important message from the boys basketball coach. Boys basketball has tryouts starting tonight at 7:30, going till 9 in the gym. Be sure to complete physical, concussion testing, and online clearance because you cannot try out until all of that is complete.
Once again, the PHS Science Department put on an outstanding show at the Bay Area Science Discovery Days event at the Sonoma County Fairgrounds. Many kudos to Mr. Takata, Ms. Boyes, Mr. Brazil, and Ms. Camacho for their many community service hours.
And October 22nd was Ag Day at Tomorrow Leaders Today. And through the school's partnership with the Sonoma County Farm Bureau, students were introduced to the diversity of local agriculture in Sonoma County. The event was a lot of fun for everyone, and we look forward to it next year.
In other news, hosts of Future Health Professionals bridged the crosstown divide at the Egg Bowl with a fundraiser raffle benefiting the Pediatric Cancer Foundation. Senior Ebony Berry Brown led this effort. The club's theme this year is Define Your Purpose, and they did just that. They built fellowship and raised over $200 for a cure. Well done, hostess students.
Well, that is all for today. Make sure to check out our Instagram at Trojan Live PHS for behind the scenes fun. And make it a great day.